You already know what time it is. Your boy Menace, InternetSmarks, back at it again. I skipped last week because not too much happened, and now we're going into WrestleMania weekend and NXT TakeOver Orlando. So you know we got to talk about it before we get to the main event. We got to talk about all the things leading up to it. There's been some matches added, and nice build up to the matches that are already going on. So last night, they started the night off with a match with Cien Almas and Oni Larkin because of the situation they had last week. You know, Oni was the one that decided to step up to him and tell him that he's bullying people. So Oni's the truth, bro. That boy is a beast. They had a good back and forth match. It lasted longer than I thought it would. And they didn't make Oni look like a jobber, so I like that. Almas still ended up taking the match. I mean, he's a fire luchador heel, I guess you could call it. So it's good for his build-up going into NXT Orlando, where he will be facing Tommy fucking End. I don't know what the hell his new name is. Something black. He's still Tommy End to me. So, but Tommy End's gonna whip his ass, boy. I'm sorry. I like Almas as a heel, but Tommy's just strong style, man. Them kicks and them punches and forearms is just next level shit. But anyways, Hammerlock DDT won Almas that match, and they move on now. NXT Orlando will be the next stop for them. They had a match with Asuka and a jobber chick. Pretty much Asuka just beasting on another girl. Pretty much showing off what's going to be happening when she faces Ember Moon, even though we know that that's going to be way more of a challenge. I'm so happy they actually held it off to have both women undefeated. So now it's pretty much may the best woman win kind of situation. Asuka's strong style, you know, mixed with Ember Moon's crazy style, because she does things that you wouldn't expect from females. So it's pretty much whoever crosses the line more in this matchup, whoever is more aggressive. I honestly want to see Ember Moon win so she can get the title and Asuka can step up, but it might be too fast. We know that NXT is not trying to let all their talent go. And right now they got a pretty good setup, so I would leave it the way it is, at least for a little while longer. Asuka won that match, of course, then made a speech about the match with Ember Moon. I do not remember what the speech was, but whatever she said, you know she's going to go through with it. Followed that up by a segment with the Drifter and Cassius Ohno. And the Drifter and Cassius pretty much made a wager that they're going to have a match, and the loser has to leave NXT. So, seeing as Cassius just came back, this is kind of a stupid match to have that stipulation, because do we really believe that Cassius Ohno is going to leave NXT less than a month after he just returned? No. But they're going to put that stipulation in the match. If the Drifter goes, let him drift away. We really don't care. I'm tired of his guitar anyway. But that's another matchup with a stipulation that's coming up. Yeah, I spoke about Almas facing off against Tommy in NXT Orlando. They had the main event match, 3-on-3 match. You had the Good Guys, which was No Way Jose, Roderick Strong, and Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10, against Sanity. Now, match pretty much went crazy to the point where the referee had to pretty much stop the match because the brawl broke out 3-on-3. Nikki Cross gets involved in the match, and while she's in there, some mystery girl pops up and starts whooping ass. I still don't know her name by heart, but I just know women's division is really about to be turned up, because word through the grapevine is that WWE is trying to make deals with a couple independent companies. And if it goes through, we could see more women there, and we could see more talent from ROH coming over. So we'll see how that ends up. But now ROH and WWE mixed together, oh my God. So I'm kind of hoping it does happen. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to NXT Orlando. Nights is going to be crazy, from the tag team matches to the women's match to the championship match. I don't think there's one match that I'm not excited about on NXT TakeOver. But then again, that's a usual thing. We know that NXT always puts on great matches back to back to back. It's not like a WrestleMania thing where, you know, everybody's expecting one or two matches to be good. At NXT, we know every match is going to be good. So I'm kind of looking forward to TakeOver more than I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. WrestleMania is more about the stars and the names. NXT is more about the wrestling. Everybody knows I like the fights, so I'm going to always go for NXT over the main roster people. Y'all make sure y'all drop your predictions for who you think is going to win on NXT TakeOver in the comments. We will be having a prediction blog dropping right before the weekend of the pay-per-views, so you'll be able to hear our predictions between me, Chuck, the bro Cosby, and Biggs. Get InternetSmarks predictions in there. And that's pretty much it. NXT was pretty light, but a good feeling of 60 minutes of wrestling. You know, they had enough segments to let you know what the build-up is to NXT TakeOver. So all in all, I can't complain. You know, I got more than I expected, because these last couple shows before the pay-per-view, you expect not too much action. So it was still not bad for the time leading up to the pay-per-view. Looking forward to NXT TakeOver. Y'all make sure y'all tuned in with us. Twitter at InternetSmarks1. We live tweet all the events, so make sure y'all tuned in with us. Subscribe to the channel. Salute to the bros, man. Appreciate y'all holding me down when I'm too busy to be on shit, but we still here working every week. You can catch us on. Subscribe, InternetSmarks. Salute.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarks1 for all news, rumors, and updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.